and welcome. I'm Barbara Vaccari. I'm a mixed media artist from Italy, and I'm here to celebrate some new episodes that I would like to add to my YouTube channel. So here I am. Lately I'm working on a morning practice on my journal, and I would like to share with you all my experiments, and I hope to inspire you and just start to work together. Why not? And I would love it so much. So here is the page that I wanted to share with you today. I yesterday recorded a video live on my Instagram profile, and you can find it on my IGTV. So if you like it to see it, I would really appreciate to read your comments about. And well, let's start. So if you want to work with me, I'm just here telling you all my supplies that I used, so you can just try to gather everything nearby and work together. And don't worry if you have the same color on, just let it flow. That's my goal in my works. I don't like to plan. I don't like to schedule. I love to just let flow and be guided by my intuitions. Sometimes I listen to my inner voice, sometimes I'm not. Most of all, my inner critic is very, very powerful, so I'm trying to just shush everything and just go. I love so much mixed media practice that I really need. I don't know you, but I really need to work on it daily, and I'm so grateful that I can do it. So with no further ado, let's start. I just talk too much. So I will turn my phone and camera to let you see my, and just explain you how I worked. Okay, so here I am. This is the page, and now I'm telling you all what I have used, so you can easily understand. So this is a visual journal, mixed media, small size, by Strathmore, and I love it, and I just start working on it because it's small, and I prefer to work small, so I don't have to be too hard on me about filling the whole page, you know. So, and it I can work on it even in a small in small time, so I don't have to I just want my art practice to be very loose, very intuitive, and I don't ask too much from me, and I want to be very free in choosing the colors and trying, as I said, trying to follow my intuition. So I just my tools, masking tape, just masking tape that I used to put all around here. So masking tape. Then obviously, as you can see, these are my favorite stencil at the moment. They are from Sean Petit collections, and this is my favorite because, you know, I love abstract, so this is very has a lot of possibilities inside, so I can really play along. And this is, the name is Abstract Layers 4.
This is the eucalyptus branch, and you can see, as you can see, I use it a lot. Okay. Then the color, the paint color that I use at the moment, they are from Amsterdam, and this is a European brand, and I love this small size, so I can grab more when I go to the shop, and I can choose a lot of colors, and I have a good assortment of it. So I use this one, which is sorry, it's covered by paint, greenish yellow, Naphtol red light, Naphtol red medium. I know the sounds, but they're not the same. They're pretty different. Then I use the reflex orange, a must for me, turquoise green. In fact, I have two of them because this is almost finished. And then I probably use this sky blue light, just to highlight a little bit. Then I had black acrylic. Probably I used even this Titan buff. And I don't remember if I use it or not, but it's better always to have it nearby. It's white, okay? And these are the colors. Then I used some scraps from book pages and washi tape. You can choose whatever you want, whatever you have, and I just choose something while working which was in contrast, just to highlight a little, but I don't know, I just follow my intuition, and I went on. And I think the brushes that I used, those are, at the moment I mostly use this one, which is from an Italian company, which is Borciani e Bonazzi. And sorry, I'm not very good in keeping care of my brushes, but this is a flat and a round, and the numbers are flat 14 and round 12. Okay, and always a pencil, toothsticks, okay, and that's all my supplies. Paper palette to put down all the colors and to mix, and I always work on a larger sheet of paper underneath, because I want to try my color sometimes, while if I'm not sure, there are some steps in which I'm scared to add colors, and I'm not sure about what I'm doing, so I just try a little bit my mixing color, and or add some text while I'm working, because it comes to my mind a special thought or something about what I'm doing, and I want to add a quote and add an affirmation to my work. So I just write it down, and then I have this page to inspire me while I am in the finishing step of my work. Okay, so I give you the time to grab your supplies. Don't worry about the colors. Grab your favorite, grab what you have at your hand, and don't be scared. I'll wait for you. Bye. Okay, so here I am, back with my journal page, As you can see, I just had my masking tape all around. Be sure that it's well taped down, just because the color paint will not bleed, because you know I'm working mostly on wet on wet effect. So well, I forgot to tell you that I always have handy my my water to spritz down. So you can, if you want, you can first spritz your paper and just let soak into the paper, and then work on it, and you will have a more watercolor effect. Or, as I lately prefer, I just start adding the paint down like this with this silicone brush. And this is already a very relaxing practice, you know, because you add your colors, you see the effect, you can just observe while thinking. Not to be too precise, not to be too, I just want the color to be blended. The turquoise and baby blue together, and I wanted a lighter tone, so I'm just mixing. And with this silicone brush you can easily, even if it seems that you don't have a lot to grab with the brush, it would be much harder, but with this spatula you can grab even a very thin amount of paint. So you see, and you just had I love this abstract process. And don't worry, because you can easily change. If you don't like it, you just add paint over. You let it dry, and then you paint over. So now I want to, wow, I love this greenish. Ooh. Okay. In this case, I'm just adding color. I'm not replicating, as you can see, the exact page that I showed you before, because you know I'm not able to replicate. I don't like to follow a scheme, or I don't like to plan. I just love to play with colors and let it loose, be free. And with this silicone brush, you see, you can play on the paint and give some texture. That's fun. I only have one this, but such a fun to use it. Okay, then I will come back to my turquoise and add here. don't think I will fill the whole page because I don't like all my blank spaces to be filled in. Then I think I will blend a little with this turquoise again with the green, adding just a tiny tip of green, and in this case I will have the white. I'm playing here in my palette. My white is almost finished, so it's hard to. Okay, and I'm trying to have a much lighter color. So I add the turquoise, the greenish, and white. And here it is. It's a very light, like a baby blue. Sorry. But again, don't be hard on yourself. Just play. I decided to start with this journal because I wanted my morning art practice. You see, I love it. To be free, to be about experiment, to be about following the voice who said, "What if?" So we are always, well, I don't know you, but I am always scared, especially when I had to a page some colors which really intrigue me, and but then at first I'm happy about seeing the colors, and then it immediately came to me like the fear to add more colors, to change the page, and I say, whoa. So it's hard for me to follow the guest voice telling me what if. So I decided that this journal would have been dedicated mostly to experimenting, and don't be afraid of adding. Don't be afraid of playing. Don't be afraid of experiment. Here I have my color on this spatula, and I don't want to waste my paint always, as you I can imagine. So I always play and finish and using it, and you can make some tries, make some experiments. Okay, then I will use this paint again. How much? What if? Okay, and then even I have to remember myself, so I'm telling to you, but that's a reminder for me that I have to change my tool, because sometimes, especially when I work with this silicone brush, I want to go on and go on, and when you work in layers, to me it's important to change your tools. So I'm gonna leave my silicone brush, take another brush. No, I will take the round one and change. And when I take the round brush, sorry, I often love to go loose with colors, like a watercolor, mostly splatter, because I splatter and then I see the effect of the color on the page, so I can easily see if I like it or not. Then I will grab my, well, I have to add first I have the red here. I don't want to lose it, to waste it. So I'm just, and in the meantime, you discover new colors, you discover new combination, because you're just experimenting, you see. So don't be scared. Okay, I want to add first my eucalyptus branch. Oh, I want to change it. I will change its position. I will add it in this way. See, and change from the other one. Take my flat brush. In this case, I wanted it to be, I blot all the paper, all the water on my paper towel to be sure that it's not too. Oh, see. I take Titan Buff and white. Okay. And I like to use it. You can see that it's not a mistake. I want to add my color here while the paint is still wet, because I will add, I think, a pinky tone, a marble pinky tone. I don't know if you two plan, if you go so loose on your work, or if you prefer to just plan and try before working on your page. But you know, we said here is a journal for experimenting, so we just experiment, and then we will work harder on another journal. That's okay. But you know what? I will add here another one. Trying to change my color of eucalyptus background. Probably my paint is not well dried, so hope it doesn't bleed. Oh yes. So I'm going to change here on this side too, because I would much more prefer it. So I'm going to change it. See, I want this pinky, no, this peach tone too here. You see, I tried, I experiment, and I discovered that I love it more than what I've done on the first project. But it's different, you know. This is another page. It's not the same. Okay. And now, what will be my thought? I want to, while still wet, always. I love this effect. You see. I have to apologize with you guys if I didn't post a lot in the late 2 weeks, but you know, something happened, and my family dog died 3 weeks ago. She was a boxer breed, and she was she was my girl. and it has been very hard for me. Sorry, I know that probably in this pandemic situation you will say, I don't know what you say, but for me it was hard, and it still is. So I didn't feel like working with my art still. Okay, oh, I like it. So that's why I just want to let you know. Okay, just trying to follow the stencil pattern, but add a loose pencil shape. Okay. In the meantime that I let this page dry a little, I will add my paper and my washi tape, just to take some time to let dry. Okay, so I have this page. I don't want to read the words. I just want to be inspired by just the color of the page, the contrast, and that's it. And I want it here. Glue stick, sorry I didn't told you, but you should always have a glue stick handy while working on your journal. Okay, then I want to add this. I already know that I want to add this here, the sides. Don't worry about the masking tape, because you will see later what you want to do, if you want to cut exactly by the side, by the edges or not. Then, well, I love it. I will add even some of my just masking tape. Why not? Okay. You see, I don't exactly try. I just want to be loose in adding my scraps or paper or washi tape. I just want to be free and my spirit alive. Why not? Here. This is a Dina Way clay washi tape. Make my voice strong. That's perfect. Make my voice strong. Okay. I want it exactly by the edge here. Then what more? I want some color. Okay, this must be a Jane Davenport washi tape with this lovely face. Let's see. No, why? Okay. Oh. No, don't break it. Okay. 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 And now our page is about dry. Okay. Now we will add with our stencil the abstract elements. Okay. And you see, I don't worry about my dirty brush. I just want to grab the paint and add color as I feel like. Okay. And I love these colors, these little hearts. And here it is. Okay. Oh, I need some paint splatter. Okay. Ooh, see? Another thing, you see? And you can even just try. Don't worry. If you don't want, nobody's going to see your journal. So just experiment and you will learn a lot of things about yourself and about your color combination, texture, and whatever you like in your mixed media to be added. So I will dry a little. So I will use my heat gun and we will see you later. And here I am again. Welcome. Hope you like this page so far. Hope I inspire you or even inspire to just grab your tools and run to work and play. Sorry, I didn't talk to you about this tool. This is perfect. You always have it handy. It's your perfect measure and just works as long as you want. Just to, and now I need to let dry again. So I will take my heat gun again and I will see you later. Hello, hello. We're almost at the end of our work. It's time to add some flesh tone. I will take again my stencil. Flat brush. You see, it's not. I just want to blot the water, but don't worry about the. I'm not worried about the colors. It's a dirty brush or not. Okay. See? And I will add even here, because I love those flashy tones. And okay. I love to add some scribbles with loose hand. And almost finished. Okay. Now I want some black to add a much more hard contrast. So, and these dots are perfect. Now, for the dots, I just want to okay. So I will try to use a smaller brush. You can use well, a stencil brush, a cosmetic sponge. Keep your hand on, and before taking off your stencil, just check. Well, it bleeds a lot. I didn't want it. Didn't mean it to do it, but it bleeds. Doesn't matter, because I used the wrong brush. But that's okay. I will fix it. Or leave it. It doesn't matter. Well, now I'm telling you what I do when paint bleed and I don't like it. I just grab my paper towel and lightly lay down it and softly passing my hand and my fingers over, just to let the paper grab the excess paint. Okay. But it doesn't matter. I like it. You know what? I will grab my here. You can always change still fresh, still wet. So this is a pointed tool, so I can, when it's wet, when paint it's still wet, you can work on it and add scribbles or trying to take some paint off with no scheme, with no that's okay. Last thing I want to add is I always have nearby a fine tip pen, which is a larger point and a thin point. So with the thin one, I will add, well, I'll take my stencil again, lay it down, okay, and just to let you know, it will be much better to work with a fine tip marker on your work, on your acrylic work later when it's well dyed. Much better would be the day after, but at this moment I am I just want to see the results, so I'm just working, hoping that I didn't ruin my marker. Hope so. But if you wait, could be better. Remember, or you're gonna ruin your marker. You see? This way. Okay. I don't know why, but it's so versatile, and as much as I use it, it always comes to my mind with new ideas. I don't know. Well, I imagine you have a favorite stencil too, or a favorite tool that you can't forget to use in each of your work. I don't know. Okay, I like it. And then I will show you, but you will see that even if I repeated a page that I already done many times now, because I've done the first time and then yesterday in my IGTV, I even where I went live, I showed how I work on this page, and now I'm repeating it for you guys on YouTube. So I will show you then that even if the subject is the same, I just work differently. And it's not the same work. And that's the magic of mixed media. That's the magic. I love it so much, and I'm so grateful I met this practice, because it gives me joy. I don't know you, but it gives me joy so much. Okay. Then if you want, okay, sometimes I show you another tip. This is another tip. Sometimes I took my Derwent pencil, or you can use whatever watercolor pen you have handy, and I just line. Oh, can't find my color. Oops. I don't understand why in a moment it becomes so messy here. Are you the same? I would love to read your comment about, please. Let me know. So you can even line again it with, well, probably I should have done before lining with the fine tip, but that's okay. And You see? Okay. And this again. Especially here in the shadowed area. And then with your round brush, okay, you're going to add deep in water. You see? Too much. Sorry, too much. Okay. If you want, okay. That's it, and we finish. What do you think? Always time for some black. Okay, let's eat it. Okay, and now the magic. Let's take off this masking tape. Another tip I can tell you is that do this very slowly, and if you see that the masking tape is scraping your paper, use your heat gun while taping off like this. Sorry for the noise, but I have to show you. You see? And in this process, it will come out with no scratching on your paper, and perfectly. And I love this part because it's like magic, you see? I love it so much. I don't use the heat gun because I don't want to get too noisy. So I just hope and cross fingers that my paper didn't scratch. So in this case, you have a perfect size. You see, straight up, and that's up to you. You can lose your color. You can add some you can add just watering down a little here, or you can leave it like this. As you want. That's up to you. That's up your preference. That's your journal. You have to do what you want. You can do what you want. So, and please do it. Okay? So, our page is finished, or you can just add doodle and scribbles if you want. And I'm really thankful you've been with me so far, and thanks a lot. And I would like to see and read your comment to know how it goes, if you've done the page, if you had some troubles, if you have questions, or if you have suggestions and things you change, I would like to know. And so please give me credit or tag me so I can read and see your artworks. And I hope to have your support. And you can even follow me on Instagram. And in there I post every day, and so you can just see all my works or my experiments. And if you like this practice, just tell me so I can go on. Be sure that I have your support, and it means a lot to me. And sorry for all my mistake in my languages, but if I didn't start doing it, I would never share. So I'm really thankful to share, and I would be very happy to see your results. So please let me know, and see you soon on our next practice. So bye bye.